Hi, fabulous students. Welcome to my channel where I discuss all things language arts and the art of the essay. Today, we're going to be discussing the thesis. Everybody's favorite thing. Not. Every essay needs a thesis. Every essay needs a thesis. Okay? A thesis has 3 parts. Remember these 3 parts, embrace these 3 parts, okay? The first part of a thesis is the subject. That is whatever your essay is about. 2, your opinion. And it's your opinion about the subject. 3, it's the plan. How you intend to prove your opinion. That's it. It should be 1 sentence long. One. You can do it. All right. So a lot of times in my class, I have my students actually make a grid. And, just a simple grid, right? And they have subject, opinion, and plan, and then they put the 3 parts together. You can write the sentence in any order, but sometimes it's helpful in the grid to actually see if you have those 3 parts. Okay? So let's go into detail about each of the parts. Okay? The subject. Okay, the subject can be anything. I mean, it can be pizza, it can be a character, it can be a book, a group of books, a setting, a symbol, a theme, an author. If you're responding to a particular prompt, the subject is whatever the prompt is asking you to respond to. So the subject just can be anything, okay? An example would be, for a prompt, let's say, discuss the effects of ambition in Macbeth. Your subject, therefore, would be the effects of ambition in Macbeth. Yes, the whole thing would be the subject. And this is where a lot of students go wrong. That whole thing is your subject, okay? Another example in a prompt would be, how does the author use political rhetoric in this article? The subject, therefore, would be the author's political rhetoric. That whole thing would be the subject, okay? Yeah, it's that easy. All right. The opinion, the second part, the opinion. I find students have the most trouble with this part. You know why? Because it's the hard part. Okay. What is your opinion? And this is where your thinking part comes in. Yes or no isn't an opinion. Disagree or agree is not an opinion. And I think just a lot of students, they're not engaged, so they don't have an opinion. And by engaged, I mean willing to think about the topic. Okay, but think of it this way. Like, if your friend asks, should I break up with my girlfriend? She wants a commitment. Okay, you can come back with, heck yeah, she's clingy and needed and she's a drama queen. You deserve better. You just gave your opinion, and a rather long one too. You said ultimately that you deserve better, which sounds like a whole lot like an opinion to me. Okay, so now here's the trick. Your opinion, here's the trick in essays. Your opinion must be provable. That means there has to be evidence in the book or the article or the poem or the whole bunch of books, whatever it is your essay is about, to prove your opinion. The evidence must be in there. Okay, that makes sense, right? I mean, it's just like it's impossible to prove a murder without a dead body. You can't prove an opinion without evidence from the text. So if you come to your teacher and they say, where's the evidence? Basically, they're saying, where's the dead body? Right? The next is the plan. That is how you organize your evidence. Okay? I also find that students have a really tough time with this. And it's just because I think making a thesis is challenging. It is difficult. I'm not going to say that it does take a lot of practice, but if you totally think out your thesis, then, the rest is pretty much easy to do. So the plan is how you're going to order your evidence, how your paragraphs with evidence are ordered in your actual essay. Okay. It's really just all about organization. Think of it this way. You don't keep your socks in your refrigerator, do you? I hope not. You don't keep all your tech gear in your sister's toy box, right? Right? Okay. So here's how you do it. How you organize. Look at your evidence. What, you don't have any? Okay, throw your essay in the fire because it's going up in flames anyway. You have to have evidence. All right. So look at your evidence. Then sort the evidence. You know how you sort utensils, right? Knives, forks, spoons, or whatever you sort in your life. You know, some students sort their pencils and their pens and their markers, or they sort their different games, or, you know, they sort their makeup, whatever it is. Somebody is always sorting something, okay? You sort your evidence. Okay, it can be, it's up to you how you sort it. You can sort it by characters, by theme, by how, you know, characterization methods, by chapters, by types of rhetoric, by conflict, by symbols, by motifs, by allusion, anything. Ethos, pathos, logos. There's tons of ways to sort things, okay? So when you sort it, really sort it and think, I'd like to get this sort into 3 piles. 3 piles, okay? Remember the Sesame Street song, one of these things is not like the other? Okay, you want to keep your sorted 3 piles in they're all the same. In some way, they're somehow all the same. Okay, it could be, you know, symbols, motifs, allusions. It could be ethos, pathos, logos. It can be one theme, theme 2, theme 3, character 1, character 2, character 3. It can be any of those things. Okay. So usually there's several ways to sort evidence. Find the way that's the most logical, that makes the most sense, and ultimately will be the easiest for the reader, the grader, your teacher, to follow. Okay, so if you're just, let's say you're discussing character traits with a few of the characters, it makes the most sense to do it character by character, just to sort by character, instead of, you know, character 1 has this trait the same as character 2 has this trait, and it's like too many different characters going on in the same paragraph. So it just makes it difficult, you know, it makes it difficult for the reader to follow. Okay, it's like a movie that's all out of order. Okay, so find the way that makes the most sense. For example, like if you're writing about color symbolism in Great Gatsby, it makes sense to organize and sort by color, but that's kind of an easy example. Okay, there's good ways to do it, there's bad ways to do it, and there's like better and best ways to organize. Okay, so that would be another thinking part of your thesis. Okay, so as you can see, you cannot write your thesis without figuring out exactly what you're going to write about. Winging it doesn't work, because you have to really know exactly what your evidence is so that you can sort it, so you can include it in your plan. Once you've figured out how to sort and organize it, that's it. That's it. Okay, you've organized it into those 3 sorts, those 3 piles, and that becomes your plan. So let's review. 1, figure out what you're writing about. What's the subject? 2, figure out what your opinion is. You have to have one, otherwise it just becomes summary. You need an opinion, and it has to be an opinion that's actual, like that you can debate, not something that everybody agrees with. Okay, if your opinion is like teenagers don't read because they have other things to do, that's not an opinion. Okay, everybody has other things to do. Does that make sense? So an opinion that's actually provable. All right, and then 3, figure out what sort of evidence you have to prove your opinion, and sort that evidence, and that becomes your plan. Okay, so I've got 2 examples here, okay, for you just about this video. Here's example 1. Mrs. Flores' video about writing a thesis, that's the subject, makes it easy, opinion, by explaining 3 different steps, the plan. Or, writing a thesis, subject, is for losers, opinion, because you don't need a subject, opinion, and plan. And that's your plan. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe and hit the notify button. Okay, stay smart, bye-bye, and work on those theses. Bye-bye.